Hey, ladies and gentlemen, look on the screen. Look on the screen. I want you to look at this brief clip, and I'll do a brief commentary just on this section. Just a little food for thought. And the reason why, quite often in the African American community, the Black community, we talk about, oh, we can't do what we can't do. This is the only community that I hate to say it. Success is definitely harder for us, but not so much as the outside influences. You're saying racism and all that. I totally get it, but it's the culture. This is the only community that fights success individually. For example, let's say you want to go to school or start a business. In the African American community, other communities, piece of cake, I've seen it. You're not going to be able to find some place with your family to stay for free while you start your business or go to school. Oh, you got to pay me something. But look at little TT. Look at little TT on the screen. And that's not his real name. I don't care what his name is, but just give you an example. Look at little TT, which stands for Terrible Tyrone. Look at Cletus. But have you noticed that whenever Cletus gets in trouble with the law, or if he's like a felonious character, or Cletus doesn't have a history of working, but he has a history of beating women or just having baby mamas, is just engaging in a bunch of dusty behavior, if you notice, he always has a place to stay. Why is that? Because the culture, in my opinion, they sympathize with poverty. They sympathize with more brokenness. We think black automatically means, struggle. And if you're trying to start a business or get on your feet, do something positive, then you're on your own. So Cletus can always find a place to stay. As I said before, a girl that I knew, the uncle stayed there for 5 years, sleep and eat. 5 years didn't work. Wake up, sleep, eat, repeat. They went to college, come home from college, 3-bedroom home. The mother made them share a room, and she was charging them $400 a month. And I mean $400 per daughter. So they had 3-bedroom house, 2 bath. She had them in 1 bedroom because she didn't want them to get so, quote, comfortable, and charging them $400 a piece to two grown women to share a room in her home. But that black man that stayed there in his 30s, he was there for 5 years and did not work. So it shows you the mindset. The mammies who run the show, this is how they roll. So let's go ahead. So look at this here with Cletus. Fair use. Let's check out this clip, and I have a question for you. Fair use.
Harris County is now addressing the issue of the severe backlog of criminal cases by adding a dozen new prosecutors. The backlog also having a big effect on dangerous suspects being released on bond and the ability to bring them to justice.
Which brings us to tonight's breaking bond as we now reach 120 residents who have been killed by someone who a judge allowed to walk free despite repeat bond violations. Fox 26's Randy Wallace live from downtown continuing his series. Randy.
Caitlin, we have found at least 15 instances where judges gave repeat violent offenders yet another bond, even after they were charged with murder. What kind of sense does that make? 38-year-old Brandis Andrus's criminal history is so lengthy, he has more mugshots than some people have selfies. But that didn't stop 185th Criminal District Court Judge Luong from allowing Andrus to be a free man, giving him 3 felony bonds, one for assaulting a family member last year. On June 14th, police say Andrus and another man murdered 35-year-old Roderick Miller.
He ran after him, shot at him multiple times, and still kept shooting at him. This was pretty brutal and pretty cold-blooded.
But not cold-blooded enough for Judge Luong to keep Andrus in jail, even after being charged with murder.
Wait a second, he's bonded out? I said, oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. The guy's already on 3 bonds.
2 days after he was arrested, Andrus walked out of jail because Judge Luong set bond at $200,000. Andrus is now accused of killing the 127th Harris County resident to fall victim to the courthouse's revolving door.
There's at least 15 defendants on that 127 list who were originally on multiple felony bonds, charged with murder, that are back out on bonds And you, Randy, have done several of their stories.
He had a whole life ahead of him. This could have been prevented.
Last February, we told you how 17-year-old Raul Zarco would be alive now if 262nd Criminal District Court Judge Lori Chambers Gray would have done what the DA's office asked her to do, revoke 21-year-old Raul Alexander Leon's bond. Now Leon is charged in the murder of Raul Zarco.
So it seems to me that the courts, I'm starting to think at these two cases, it seems to me there might be some kind of directive where they only want the money. They're not caring about the citizens. It seems to me with these two cases, they just want the money. Looking at your boy on screen, they let him out and now someone's been murdered? 3 bonds, $200,000. So who came up with, it's what, 10%? Who came up with $20,000? You think maybe his father did? Maybe that's it. His father came up with $20,000, or maybe this guy had a savings, or maybe, just maybe. Now he could have had a stash if he's into street pharmaceuticals, if he's a quote corner boy. Could have had a stash, or maybe he sold some of his stock. Hey, maybe he was selling Apple stock. You never know. Or let's say if he didn't have a stash, his father, which I doubt that, didn't do it. I doubt if he sold some stock from his portfolio. I wonder if the mammies got him out. Is he out due to mammy money? Mm-hmm. Mammy money. Is that who got him out? And look what he did. Mammy money to the rescue. Got to save us son. Got to save Cletus. So it just blows my mind. How come the black community, especially the mammies, because that's who's in control, but you don't have any money to help maybe someone in the family that wants to start a business, go to school. But there's always money for the degenerates in the black community. There's always a place for them to say, look at Tyler Perry. Not the quote biggest fan, but I'm just going to say this. All his family folks, how the hell was Tyler Perry living in that car? And he's a tall dude. And wait, look at the story. He had a very small vehicle. So traveling, okay, I can see it. But if you're in town, you would stand in the vehicle, nobody could send you a couple of dollars for a hotel every now and then? Nobody? And I'm using this as an example. Then when you make it, here they all come rushing. Honestly and truly. Look at the first 48. When they catch little TT, which is Turbo Tyrone, when they catch little TT commit the crimes, they're not going to the homeless shelter. A lot of times they find him, he's in somebody's house, be it big mama, grandmama, his mama, or baby mama. He's in somebody's house. You think he's like homeless? No, you think they don't know what he's doing? You think so? You think they have a problem with him being Mr. Sleep and Eat, get somebody pregnant, repeat? Sleep, eat, get somebody pregnant, repeat. Do you think they have a problem with that? No. But he is going to have a place to lay his head and food. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be homeless, but look at the picture here. Look where the black money is going. But we don't have money to invest in the business. We don't have money to invest in the stock market. A friend of mine, their relative got in trouble, and between her sister and the mom and herself, they came up with $7,000 just to retain the attorney, and they knew that he did this crime, in danger to a child. I thought, wow, you guys could at least bought a condo or something and rented it out. Could have invested the money, but no, they invested their money in dust, a dust bucket. There will be no ROI. Invest the money in a dust bucket. Why do you think black women are so industrious? The ones that have businesses and working hard, they don't have a choice. No one is coming to save us. But they will save this any day of the week. Me and Ma will get that checkbook, or as the old folks said, that pocketbook out. If she can try to get an ASCOT loan against her Social Security check, she'll do it, try to get advanced on it, which I'm not even sure they can do that. But they will go to no end to save him. Will go to no end to save this on that screen, and we'll cover for him. Let somebody go, hey, I want to start a business, and I got a lot of overhead. So you think he went home to the homeless shelter? No. They probably had a nice dinner. Cook him a nice dinner, make him feel loved, Joe. The Mammy madness, and in my opinion, the Mammy money got him out. And looks like what they're saying, he's already killed someone. So again, the bond is $200,000, 10% $20,000. And I hope me Martin do something stupid and put her little piece of house up. But that shows you they will go to no end to save Tyrone. And that's why the community is in the condition that it's in. You try to build, look at you strange. You got to earn your own little change. But be a criminal, be a black man, be a criminal, trust and believe. You're going to have somewhere to lay your head. That someone's going to feed you, take care of you. You don't have to worry about that. Go to the same ones and go, hey, mom or whatever, big mama, can I stay here for maybe a year or two? Because I do have a job, but I'm trying to get my business off the ground. Well, child, no, honey, we all got to pay now. I can't just have you sitting up here doing nothing. But let Cletus show up. Mr. Felonious character, giving beat downs and breakdowns. Out there in the street, serving up murder. He giving beat downs and breakdowns because all he does is beat down his community and just breaks it down financially where all the money just runs. Property value just goes down, just runs. They're so stupid, don't even know. You dumb idiot. You're affecting the generational wealth. You're the reason they gentrify. You're behind. So dumb. And I hate to tell you, the mammies that support him, even the baby mamas, they're just as guilty. That's why people that can do something well for them with themselves, with the black community, man, they hightail it up out of there. And you can't blame them. The dysfunction, it's too much. The dysfunction will drive you crazy. It's too much. You don't want to be around it. So maybe I'm wrong. Someone may have some information. This is, of course, my opinion, not of you two, but my personal opinion. Somebody tell me, how did he get bond? $200,000 bond. So somebody paid $20,000. Did his father do it? Did he have his own money? Or do you think, like me, I'm thinking mammy money. That's what did it. And now he's committed another crime. I'm out. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And most of all,